Are we live? Is this thing on? It's an early start. I just told Disco Ball Nation to queue up, and guess what? We filled a whole Drafters 2 million lobby with Disco Ball Nation. I've really wanted to do this for a really long time, and we got a full Disco Ball Nation lobby. Let's freaking go. Shout out to all the big Disco Ball Nation fam jam. I love you guys. Happy Friendship Friday. This is the happiest Friendship Friday a guy could ask for. And I'm drafting from my favorite spot at the 112. LFG, let's freaking go. All right. Speaking of Disco Ball Nation, we got Carl Ramrod at the 101. Shout out to my man, Carl Ramrod. What up, Jeremy? We got B. Kurt, who won first place in one of these tournaments on the other sites, DraftKings, last year. First place. He is a top 50, maybe even a top 15 best ball player on this planet. And he's a friend of ours. And we love him to pieces, and we appreciate the knowledge that he gave us. He's at the 102. Snowman 089, I've missed you. He's at the 103. Ashen 1, my dog, my brother. I love you, man. You're a wonderful human being. I can't express that enough. At the 104, Love Stars. What up, Love Stars? At the 105, Knifey Spoony at the 106. Presto wins. Newest disco ball of them all at the 107. Antonio at the 108. Grape Ape at the 109. It's Amigo, my boy, at the 110. And my twin, my friend, my knight in shining armor, my snipe show bro, Jonesy Juan Kenobi, a.k.a. Best Ball Jonesy, a.k.a. Jones for a Draft, a.k.a. my twin, and then yours truly at the 112. We got 12 out of 12 disco balls, and not the $3 mini, in a Drafters 2 milli. Shout out to you guys. You guys are freaking amazing, and I love you guys. God bless you. Antonio says, what up? What up, Antonio? Adrian Fidesz, a.k.a. Knifey Spoony, says, I live for the $20 best ball drafts. No clue why. You definitely save your best stuff. Like, your best drafts happen in the 2 million. I'm not going to lie. Kobe and the Cow Dog says, all clear. Thank God. I am not speaking to myself. Adrian Fidesz says, 12 out of 12. Disco balls. Hot diggity damn. Jeremy Thiel says, LFG. That means let's freaking go. We're not cursing tonight. Rollit, what's up, man? I haven't seen you in a while. Bang, bang. Bang, bang. All right, let's pull something up. And then we'll talk about the draft, where we're drafting, what we're doing, how we're doing, and how you could do it too. What's everybody drinking tonight? I want to know. I'm having water. Not even vitamin water. We just got it from Walmart, and it's not cold. Adrian Fidesz says, we only curse Fridays after dark. Facts. That's such a fact. All right. CeeDee Lamb. Thumbnail correlation. Yes, sir. And let's go. Garrett Wilson, CeeDee Lamb, and Garrett Wilson to start. I saw Nick Chubb there. I saw Saquon. I'm like, I want to get as much value as I possibly can at the wide receiver position, especially drafting from the 112. So you got to take best available. Tranquilizer. Antonio says tequila and beer. That must be tequila, because ain't nobody sober drinking tequila knows how to spell tequila. So tequila and beer. Hard seltzer. Jeremy Thiel, you fancy, huh? Jeremy Thiel says watermelon styles. Pinkies up. Best Ball Jonesy says, thanks for Chubby. Keep it PG, man. Keep it PG. I don't know what you're doing. Best Ball Jonesy says, "What's up, guys? What's up, buddy?" Jonesy got Bijan and Chubb. Ooh, that's a start and a half. That's a start and a half. Antonio says, "Fuck it, got the stack." Travis Kelce and Patrick Mahomes. Oh my God, I just realized I'm drafting with Antonio, and I managed to finally get Garrett Wilson. If you guys don't know, Antonio is a diehard Jets fan, and he's been a Jets fan long before any of this news with Aaron Rodgers. So he is a diehard fan. I love Antonio to pieces. I'm a New England Patriots fan, but every single draft I've been in with Antonio, whether it be a $2 million or a $3 mini, he always manages to get Garrett Wilson and Breece Hall. So if Breece Hall falls to me here, coming down this way, right here, and he doesn't go to Antonio, you bet your tuchus I'm taking him. Dean Hindley. That's a name I don't recognize, but shout out to you. Vodka and Red Pop. Grape Bape. Oh, that's you? Ah, what's up? Grape Bape. What's the Red Pop? Like a cream soda? Oh, cream soda would be so good right now. You guys like cream soda? Some people love cream soda. Some people absolutely hate cream soda. Bad Guys Official. I missed it. You know what? It is Friendship Friday, so we might do another draft right after this if you guys are down. Best Ball Jonesy says he's talking about his Bijan Robinson and Nick Chubb start. Possible RB1 and 2, in my opinion. Pop is soda. Soda is pop. Soda pop. Yeah, I know that. Thanks, Jonesy. God. Can everybody let me know, like, if you guys are watching the football game as well, can you let me know what's going on and what's happening? And I know there's like 4 football games. I'm talking about the Packers and the Bengals game. Jordan Love looks good from what I saw, man. He looks real good. Very accurate. All right, I promise I tell you what we're doing and where we're doing it and how you can do it too. All right, we are currently drafting the drafters $2 million. That's right. We call it the 2 milli here in Disco Ball Nation. It's a $20 buy-in. First place wins $300,000 rooskies. Can I get a holler? Holler! Yeah. And then there's $2 million in total prizes. I don't know why I went English there. Yeah, first place, $300K, $2 million in total prizes and winnings to be redistributed everywhere else to all other placements and winners. And we use the Drafters $3 mini to warm up, and we're almost maxed out there. So we definitely need to start banging out some Drafters 2 milli. Very, very juicy. Very juicy. I'll say that. In the $3 mini, it's a $3 buy-in. First place wins. Ooh, we're on the clock. Trying to see if anybody took Breece Hall. No, nobody did. All right, we'll take Jerry Jeudy and Breece Hall. I really like this start. Yeah. So $3 mini. It's a great way to warm up for these drafters, 2 million. And like that looks like it's more than halfway to filling and maxing out, having the full 74,160 contestants. Just an FYI, fellas. This is not a mock draft. This is a real money, high stakes best ball tournament. All right. So only the best of the best of the best come and play here. Everybody here, all 12, are putting real dollars on the line. So this is way better than a mock draft. If you're trying to like get ready for redraft season, best ball is the best way to do it because this is 1, true ADP. 2, you know for a fact that nobody's putting $20 into a draft and then making their first pick or first 3 picks and then auto picking after there. You have 20 rounds of pure snipage and chaos, and you've got to pivot and learn the ADP. This is the best way to draft. Hands down, if you want to get ready for redraft season, this is the best way to draft. Unless you're doing like a IDP super flex, then God bless you, right? That's a you problem. So it is best ball format. Best ball, in my humble opinion, is the most convenient way for you to draft. You have 20 rounds to fill your roster for depth. Each week, a starting lineup is composed of the following positions: 1 quarterback, 3 wide receivers, 2 running backs, 1 tight end, 1 flex. At the end of the week, the best overall performances on your roster will be submitted into your weekly matchups. So no more leaving points on the bench, no more waiver wires, no more trades, none of that garbage. You literally just draft it and forget it, unless you're winning a really, 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 really ridiculous amount of money, like stupid amount of money, like a life-changing amount of money. So yeah, not a mock draft. Way better. Way better. Allergies. Sorry. So if you sign up today using promo code DiscoDrafts1, you'll get up to $100 matched with your initial deposit. That's a 100% deposit match, dollar for dollar. All right. Let's get back to the chit chats. It's busy here. Adrian Fidesz says, first team offense tried it out, executed a 5 to 10 play script, and now you get to see a bunch of role players finish a football game. Spoiler for every game. Well, no, I want to know if my guy Jaden Reed has gone in there, and if he's like, we bet on preseason games. We're degenerates like that. Ashton one says, Hill, that guy goes Waddle. I try Andrew. He instantly goes Lamar. Yeah, man. Love Stars used to be like a diehard disco ball. He was like there for us at the beginning, but then he kind of like stopped, and now it's nice to see him back. I really do miss Love Stars. I wonder if he's here in the chat. Best Ball Jonesy says, been there, Ash. It's all right, man. Sometimes you just got to take best available and pivot. You got to look out for that Big Kirk guy, though, because like he's looking to redeem himself. Because when he drafted with us on stream, it was a rough go for him. Because he was telling us about his draft tools and how they work, and he drafted a weird, wonky team. But like also the team that won him the money there on DraftKings last year was a weird, wonky team. So it's really cool to have B. Kurt here and part of this community. Super awesome. And if you guys don't know, he's part of Spike Week, and the Spike Week tools are absolutely phenomenal. B. Kurt, speak of the devil, and he shall appear. He says, best way to get better at redraft season is not to play redraft. At first, I thought that sentiment was like borderline offensive. But now, I couldn't agree more. Like, I really, like, don't get me wrong. I love drafting with my friends. I love redraft leagues, but the convenience of this is unparalleled. And like, I have DFS, like daily fantasy sports, to like fill my time in the season. So yeah. But I am still part of a couple of redraft leagues. We just filled our Disco Ball Nation redraft league, which is super exciting. Super amped about that. Adrian Fitta says Snowman is about to get a hell of a stack. Who do you get? Snowman went Chase, Higgins, Burrow. Man, I miss drafting with Snowman. If you guys don't know, Snowman, like anytime we do a giveaway, Snowman wins. Like every time. We've done 5 giveaways. He's won in 3 separate giveaways. It's absolutely nuts. Absolutely crazy. And he maxed out the Drafters $3 mini, which is 150 lineups, 150 individual drafts. He maxed that out in the middle of June. So we haven't drafted with a Snowman in a while. So it's great to see Snowman here. God dang, says Adrian Fidesz. God dang. MSU boy, love Reed. Man, I'm not going to lie. Dobbs looks good. Dobbs looks real good. Best Ball Jonesy says F text - green - game - over CK week 5 LOL. Oh well. Why'd you make that so complicated for me to read, Jonesy? God. All right, let's look at every person in this draft drafting with us and look at their start, because we're all disco balls, and I love it. All right, Carl Ramrod, Justin Jefferson, Chris Olave, Jalen Hurts, Christian Watson, Aaron Jones. So you can tell he's going to build some sort of correlation with the Green Bay Packers, since they do look great right now. B. Kurt, aka the DK champ, CMC at 102, which is interesting. Josh Allen. So he's really trying to get unique in terms of correlation here. Josh Allen, Terry McLaurin, DJ Moore, Gabe Davis, Darren Waller. It's a strong start. It's a very strong start. Snowman 089, Jamar Chase, Calvin Ridley, T. Higgins, Christian Kirk, Joe Burrow, James Cook. Solid start. Ashton 1, Tyreek Hill, Devonta Smith, Mark Andrews, Travis Etienne, TJ Hawkinson, Miles Sanders. Love stars. Cooper Kupp, Jalen Waddle, Lamar Jackson, DeAndre Hopkins, Drake London, George Kittle. Nice. Knifey goes Austin Eckler, Devontae Adams, Jonathan Taylor, Joe Mixon. Super strong running back start as always. But he gets some decent value with at the wide receiver position with Brandon Ayuk and Hollywood Brown. Look for him to start pivoting to other positions or potentially keep stacking at the wide receiver value. Presto wins, goes Stephon Diggs, Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. Josh Jacobs is a pretty good value. I think Josh Jacobs' ADP is 33 now. Justin Fields, Michael Thomas, Alexander Madison. Antonio goes Travis Kelce, Patrick Mahomes, Debo, Najee, Kenneth Walker, Mike Evans. Not bad. Not bad for a 2 wide receiver start. I expect him to start pounding away at the wide receiver position because it's tough to go elite tight end, elite quarterback, and 2 running backs in the first 6 rounds and get a lot of wide receiver value. So I'd love to see what he does with the rest of his draft here. Grape Bape. I've been here for 3 months, Rullet. I've been here for 3 months, and you just said the plus button shows another row. Crazy. Bad Guys official says Raiders signed Damian Williams. Boring. What it does tell us, though, which is very interesting. What it does tell us, though, is heck, you guys gonna let me have both Kyle Pitts and Dallas Goedert? I'll take both Kyle Pitts and Dallas Goedert. Heck yeah. We're good at tight end for the rest of the draft. Yeah, I mean, like what it does tell us if Damian Williams, when he signed in Vegas, is like they're not close to getting a deal. So me fading Josh Jacobs is kind of looking fairly decent. I have 0% exposure to Josh Jacobs. 0%. And it might bite me in the ass because he might come back like after week 1 or week 2 or even at some point during the preseason and just go off. But like I got a lot of Zamir White. And I'm happy there. I'm happy. Me and Zamir, we got a good thing going. Jonesy said that came up really weird on screen. I know. Adrian Fitta says just a pressure move on Jacobs. Fair enough. Grape Bape goes AJ Brown, Saquon Barkley, Jahmyr Gibbs, Mike Williams, Justin Herbert. I'm trying to see if he's got more correlation there. It would have been nice had he gotten Eckler, but Knifey reached for him. Justin Herbert, Cam Akers, Quentin Johnson. Nice little double stack there with Mike Williams and Quentin Johnson. And Brandon Cooks. It's Amigo goes Amon-Ra St. Brown, Tony Pollard, DK Metcalf, Ramondre Stevenson, Deontay Johnson, Trevor Lawrence, Rashad White, Sky Moore. I love the way Amigo drafts, honestly. Jonesy goes with a hyper fragile start with Bijan Robinson, Nick Chubb. Then goes Keenan Allen, Amari Cooper, Chris Godwin. Then Dameon Pierce, Javonte Williams, Deshaun Watson. Am I the only guy who went? No. 2, 3. 3 of us went hero RB. Love Stars went 0 RB. So this is cool to see. Yeah, it's nice to see how like everybody else drafts, especially in these 2 millies. You get everybody's best shot, right? And that's why it's so much better drafting here. And if you don't like best ball tournaments, you could do what we did and put a season-long NFL prop here on Drafters Fantasy in the Pick'em, where you can $100 extra simply for guessing 8 props. 8 season long props. Now I know traditionally they say, oh, well, it's the unders that typically hit, but every year there's a couple outliers out there that hit the over, and we did an over video, and we're working on our under video for you guys next, so you guys can also hit 100x by tailing us, and you're welcome. And I appreciate you guys for tuning in. You guys are all amazing. Question: can somebody let me know what our subscribers are at, so I can know if we are doing a giveaway tonight or tomorrow? Oh, that was a good. Did you guys hear that neck crack? Adrian Fitta says, beat Kurt. Love the pick, but you stacked week 13 QBs, FYI. Yeah, beat Kurt typically doesn't give a shit. Like he would more often than not go 0 QB. But right now he's going superhero RB. And Carl Ramrod's just taking all the running backs. Look at this. Aaron Jones, DeAndre Swift, James Conner, Rashad Penny, AJ Dillon. So he also went with like a very early 0 RB start, ended it in the 4th round. And he just took all the value there. All the running back value. So hopefully we can get something tasty at the running back position. I know we need a quarterback too, but I have an idea. I have a plan. And we'll see how it goes. Adrian Fitta says 244 currently. 244 what? Oh, 244 subs. Gotcha. Thank you. All right, we're going to take Dalvin Cook and Romeo Doubs, because if I don't take any sort of Romeo Doubs whatsoever, It's Amigo's going to let me hear it, and he's never going to let me stop hearing it. Jeremy Thiel, under hits 61% of the time, all the time. Just got to pick the right overs. Yeah, for sure. And like these season-long props, like I'm not saying it's 100% guaranteed, but with some extensive research, it makes sense. Like, let's just pull it back up. And like, if you guys watched the video, I explained the rationale, but Desmond Ridder, 2,650.5 passing yards. We took the over there. The reason why we like the over is he would just have to average 155 passing yards per game on a 17-game season to get this. When he was in the game last year, when he played last year, in the 4 games he played, he averaged 177 passing yards. And even before that, his predecessor, Marcus Mariota, averaged 173 passing yards per game. So he should smash this. And the offense is no longer designed around a running quarterback in Marcus Mariota. So I love that. Justin Fields had the worst O-line in the history of O-line. His wide receivers couldn't get any separation per routes run. So 2,950.5 passing yards seems like an over that you have to smash, because he's got DJ Moore now. He's got a healthy Darnell Mooney. He's got Chase Claypool. He has blocking. He has 3 solid running backs, including Roschon Johnson, who is an incredible and absolutely phenomenal pass protector at the running back position. They brought in Nate Davis from the Tennessee Titans. They brought in Darnell Wright from the University of Tennessee. Something about Tennessee is going to make this team win. Okay? Austin Eckler, Christian McCaffrey, 4.5 receiving touchdowns. I'm smashing the over. Those are guys I never want to bet against. And if they hit, whatever. It is what it is. Najee Harris, over 2.5 receiving touchdowns. He's averaged 3 in his first 3 years, and he has 77% completion on his targets thrown his way. He averages about 61 receptions per year. So yeah, I like the odds there. They've also improved drastically everywhere. Offensively, George Pickens looks like a man possessed. I really like George Pickens this year. AJ Dillon, over 700.5 rushing yards. He averages about 763 in the last 2 years. Now that they got a new quarterback, they should run the ball a little bit more. So I expect him to smash that. No problem. Samaje Perine over 600.5 rushing yards. Like, I don't really have an explanation for that one. I just like really like Samaje Perine in Denver. And I feel like one, Javonte's not going to be the Javonte we want him to be early. And then two, typically and traditionally in a Sean Payton offense, it's the receiving versatile back who gets more work in both the passing game and the running game. So for that 600.5 rushing yards, love it. And then David Montgomery over 7 rushing touchdowns. We love that. The reason why we love that is he is way better than Jamal Williams, and Jamal Williams had 17 rushing touchdowns last year. That's about it. All right, let's catch up with the chat. B. Kurt says, at Adrian Fidesz, thanks. I'm super concerned about buys. I'm not super concerned about buys at the QB, but I need to make sure that I do not do it at tight end also. Yeah, good call. You're kind of doing it at tight end also. All right. Gino. Rogers. This is going exactly how I wanted it to go, by the way. It's Amigo says, if I wasn't getting Dobbs, I'm glad you're the one that did Disco. Thanks, man. How do you like my draft so far, bud? Asking for a friend. B. Kurt says, I do solo quarterback sometimes, so I'm okay assuming the risk for unique combos. Yep. Antonio says, my phone spazzed out while I was on the clock. Crap. I'm telling you, man, like, drafting on your phone is cool, but drafting on the PC is like 1,000 times better. It's so much better. I love it. Basketball Jones says, mine did too, Antonio. I have drafters up on the computer too for exposures, so can switch to that quickly if need be. Nice. Adrian Fair says, it's Amigo. I'm not happy he got Dobbs. I can't help but think he's the first look on most plays and the emergency valve on design plays that don't have the right look. We love Dobbs. I don't love him, but he looked good. He looks good in camp. He looked good today. Man, I'm so sad. Demario Douglas played snap 1 and snap 2, and they were both run plays. And then Bill Belichick said, hey, secret weapon number 81, why don't you have a seat here and let us hide you? Because I know Disco was tuning in after a crazy flood in Ottawa. Man, we've had all the bad weather. But I know Disco's paying attention here. And we're you know what? We're going to put you in for play 1, play 2. Guess what? Congratulations. We gave you a jersey number, but that's about it. Sit down and let's just save the secret sauce until next week. To be continued. Dean Hindley says, I'm a Bengals fan and I really want them to sign Zeke to help with the pass blocking. Chase Brown's a decent pass blocker. He is. And Joe Mixon's a phenomenal pass blocker. It's Emilio says, anyone else notice John Brown just got taken? What the fuck? Where? Presto. Ash, you got to talk to your brother-in-law, bro. John Brown. It's your first draft. It's okay. It's okay. This is why I recommend you do warm up in the Drafters $3 minis. This app messed up. I click draft the thing gray. Yeah, I'm telling you, man, do it on your computer or your laptop. They're going to put out another update. They always do put out like 1 or 2 updates every week. And typically when they update it, it is good on the phone. Thing. Gotcha. Now, in case you didn't know, now you're about to know. Actually, before I tell you what we're doing and where we're doing it at, let's tell you what I've done with this draft because it's pretty spectacular. We're drafting at the 112. We took CeeDee Lamb, Garrett Wilson, Jerry Jeudy, Breece Hall. Then we got a nice little double stack that I've been wanting to get, which is Tyler Lockett and Jackson Smith and Jigba. And then we got 2 tight ends. So we went super bully tight end to start off this draft with Kyle Pitts and Dallas Goedert. Then we went Dalvin Cook as our RB2, Romeo Dobbs, Geno Smith, Aaron Rodgers. It's a very strong start. But yes, we're very weak at running back, but we know how to pivot, and we're going to pivot, hopefully, fingers crossed. I see guys like Gerald Everett here, and every time I kick myself in the ass for taking like a Kyle Pitts and Dallas Goedert early on. Every time. So after we make our next 2 picks, I'll tell you guys what we're doing and where we're doing it at and how you could do it too. Ashton one said, we're having a good laugh. Best Ball Jonesy says, drafters and Underdog had problems in the last week with their apps. Bad Guys Official says, anyone able to download the app for Android? Yeah, absolutely. Go to the Drafters Fantasy Twitter page, like right under their bio. You can see their they have like a link for you to draft it on Android. I'm on Android. We'll take Kendre Miller and Marvin Mims here. So we're doing okay. We're doing real good. All right. In before Disco takes Kendre, it's like clockwork, right? I love me some Kendre Miller. I do. So yeah, in case you didn't know, now you're about to know. We're currently drafting the drafters 2 million. We call it the 2 milli. First place wins $300,000, and there's $2 million in total prizes. And it's looking like there's a pretty huge overlay, like a pretty substantial overlay. So you got to get in. You got to get in. And the season's coming up. And then the one that you could do to warm up, which is the drafters $3 mini. It's a $3 buy-in. First place wins $30,000. There's $200,000 in total prizes, and it's best ball format. Once again, this is not a freaking mock draft. This is a real money draft. We're not, so like here in the drafters 2 million, we're not competing against, even though it's 12 disco balls in this lobby, these are not the guys we're necessarily competing against. It's these guys and 110,000 or 112,000 other people. So building your lineups for unique correlation is very important, right? And once again, it's not a mock draft. We are trying to get unique exposure, but we also have access to the best possible ADP out there because every day there's real money on the line here, and every day people are investing real money. So every day the ADP has to update. So you're never going to get better ADP. And the best way to pivot is to actually compete against other people, get real life scenarios, as opposed to going on Yahoo or Sleeper, where people make the first 3 picks. Well, more on Yahoo, but on Yahoo, people make the first 3 picks and then auto draft the rest because they're happy they got, the first 3 guys. They're really stoked that they got like a Tyreek Hill, a Jalen Waddle, and a Jonathan Taylor. They would like jump up screaming for joy, like absolutely like raging and acting like they caught the most rare Pokemon to ever exist. If you guys didn't know, I'm talking about myself. It is best ball format, which is the most convenient way for you to draft, point blank period. You have 20 rounds to fill your roster for depth. Each week, a starting lineup is composed of the following positions: 1 quarterback, 3 wide receivers, 2 running backs, 1 tight end, 1 flex. At the end of the week, the best overall performances on your weekly roster will be submitted to your matchup. And yeah, it's also best overall, like highest scoring team overall, like for the full 17-week season. So there's no more leaving points on the bench, no more waiver wires, no more trades, none of that garbage. You literally just draft and forget it. So say you got a Geno Smith and an Aaron Rodgers on your team. Say it's week 6. Aaron Rodgers has a horrible game and Geno Smith decides to absolutely ball out. As opposed to you having to worry about, oh shit, I left points on the bench. You don't have to do that. It'll just take the points, the best performance every week and apply it to your weekly matchup. So that's why I say there's no more leaving points on the bench, no more waiver wires, because you don't have to worry about any of that garbage. 0 time commitment, and no more trades. You don't have to, send 1 decent player or have somebody offer you 4 bench players for 1 decent player and just be like, is this what my life has become? Why am I negotiating with you? You're not a real human being. You're not a real person. This is why it's convenient. And then at the end of the season, if you do good and you get into a lot of these drafts and you use promo code DiscoDrafts1, you'll get up to $100 match with an initial deposit and then have a crazy, sick amount of money. Like really ridiculous. Jeremy Thiel says, I use Android technically. It's not an app in Ontario, though, technically. Same Jeremy Thiel. Yeah. So go on the Drafters Twitter page. Right under their bio, you click on the Android download there, and you can download it. Agent Fitter says, you can tell Disco Balls, pay attention, groin injury, missing preseason with a new QB. Everyone's fading Shaheed hard. Hat tip, Disco Balls. We stay informed and we stay awesome. We will go with Jerome Ford here. And Gus Edwards. And we're doing okay. I really wanted to take Zamir White there, but Gus Edwards seems more appealing. And I have way too much Ezekiel Elliott, so I had to fade him, unfortunately. It is what it is. So yeah, how's everybody doing today? Is everybody excited to draft with Justin Herzig on Tuesday? Uh-oh. Willie, Big Willie style, we miss you. We got 12 Disco Balls in a Drafters 2 million. I could retire now. Willie says, howdy fellas, Baker looked good tonight. Actually, can you tell me the numbers and the stats and like what made him look good? Please, give me the breakdown. I want the full analyses on it. By the way, if you guys want a good betting prop every week for the preseason, bet on the Baltimore Ravens to win the money line. Because they haven't lost a preseason game in like forever. Like forever. Yeah. So yeah, so far our draft is going really well. I'm really happy with it. I'm excited to do the wrap up and see how everybody's doing. But this is awesome, man. I'm super blessed to have all of you drafting here with me, chit-chatting with me, enjoying Friendship Friday. I don't think I'm going to do another draft on stream. I'm down to do a $3 mini off stream after this. But I'll wait till we're off stream before I queue up if any of you want to jump in and join me. My goal is to hit 25 or 30 Drafters 2 million lineups. It's a budget thing. Honestly, it's a budget thing. Like I would max this out if I could afford to, but it's a budget thing. Because like we're Canadian, so our $20 is like 27, 26, 30 there right now. That adds up. So yeah, when I win a lot of money this year, I guarantee you I'm going to max out the Drafters 2 million next year. I wonder what they're going to do with that. Knife, I keep looking at your team. Knifey. I want to say I like what you did. I really do like what you did. Basketball Jonesy says, I got to bounce after this. I will be doing at least a few drafts tomorrow, though. So on the weekend, typically we do 6:30, but I'm just going to keep it 8 p.m. Eastern time for all of them. 7 days a week. Every day. Pure chaos. Drafting with Disco Ball Nation. 8 p.m. Eastern time. It's a good time every time. Yeah, we're about to wrap up this draft. We're very close to wrapping it up, and I'm having a blast. I don't want it to ever end. I feel like part of my spirit and soul right now is like with the preseason games because I really want to know what's going on. Like I'm waiting for like a full analytical like breakdown and statistical breakdown. But even then, it won't tell me the story of what's actually going on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up the stats here to see why I'm being told Baker Mayfield looks good. All right. Kenny Pickett is 6 of 7, 70 passing yards, 1 passing touchdown. Jalen Warren, 3 rushes for 13 yards. Who the hell is Austin? Calvin Austin, wide receiver, 2 rushes for 23 yards. Interesting. McFarland has 1 rushing touchdown, 3 rushes, 18 yards. Receiving, Pickens, 1 reception, 30 yards. Deontay Johnson, 3 receptions, 32 yards. That's nuts. All right, let's see who we got up here. Okay, we'll take Leonard Fournette and Chase Brown. Yeah, we're just getting as many handcuffs as humanly possible right now. So far on our team, we have Geno Smith, Aaron Rodgers, Breece Hall to stack up with Aaron Rodgers, Dalvin Cook, Kendre Miller, Jerome Ford, Gus Edwards, Leonard Fournette, Chase Brown. I think we're fine with running backs. Some pretty all right running back room. Wide receiver, we got CeeDee Lamb, Garrett Wilson, Jerry Jeudy, Tyler Lockett, Jackson Smith and Jigba, Romeo Doubs, Marvin Mims. So we crushed our wide receivers, and we might take 2 more here. At tight end, we got Kyle Pitts and Dallas Goedert. Pretty solid drafts. Antonio says, fuck the guy who took Pickett. We're all friends here, man. We're all friends. We're all friends. That's Ashen One's brother-in-law. You watch your mouth when you talk about Ashen One's brother-in-law. That's a good value for Kenny Pickett. I'm not going to lie. That's a really good value for Kenny Pickett. All right, let's look at this Baker Mayfield statistical breakdown. Oh, shit. Baker Mayfield, 8 of 9 completions, 63 passing yards, 1 passing touchdown. Kyle Trask right now is 3 of 5, 1 interception, and he's been sacked. Chase Edmonds, 6 rushes for 18 rushing yards. Nothing else to discuss. Keyshawn Vaughn has 7 rushes for 4 rushing yards. That's an average of 0.6 rushing yards. Yeah, none of their significant wide receivers are there. David Moore has 2 receptions for 28 yards. And then the guy who scored the touchdown is Trey Palmer. All right. Let's see what the Giants are doing. Do we have any Eric Gray, 1 rush for -3 yards. Sick. So sick. Jalen Hyatt, 1 reception for -4 yards. What the fuck? That is crazy. Jeremy Thiel says Pickett and Brown stack. Now that's unique. Be nice, guys. Be nice. It's his first draft. And you know what? Kudos to Presto Wins for, the baptism under fire and jumping in with the Sharks like Disco Ball Nation in a drafters 2 milli on a Friendship Friday. That is a brave man and a brave soul, and like he's going to be better for it. He's going to learn and pivot and be better for it. It just sucks that he didn't warm up with us earlier in the $3 mini like earlier this week, but there'll be plenty of opportunity, buddy. It's a good draft. It's a good draft. Don't let Jeremy bully you. I'm terrified of seeing the Tampa line fading everyone. What Tampa line? Like the offensive line? The offensive line's kind of solid. They just had a lot of injuries last year, like way too many injuries last year. Adrian Fitta says Giants started Tyrod and Tommy DeVito, the son of Danny DeVito, so he must be short. They are throwing this game away, literally. Jeremy Thiel says I can only bully with hugs. Facts. Big facts. I'm so excited for another giveaway. This is going to be our 3rd giveaway this month. I'm so excited. And then I think we're like 56 subscribers away from giving another 3 tickets away. It's crazy. So if you guys are watching this, do me a solid. Subscribe to the channel. It's a lot of fun. These are really good people. And yeah, we're having a blast. Okay. Demario Douglas. Yeah. Every time. All the time. and Nelson Aguilar. Interesting draft, but I like it. Snowman089 says, I'm excited for another giveaway too. I would be too if my name was Snowman089. This man came out and said, Frosty isn't the only magical snowman to exist. Berg, what up, Berg? He says, Smith and Rogers, a nice combo. You and Disco Ball Nation here on Big Draft Energy on Friendship Friday is a nice combo as well. Thank you for tuning in, Berg. Appreciate you. We got to get you in one of these drafts. I'm telling you, Berg, we got to get you in one of these drafts. It's a hell of a good time. And it's real money. It's real money. A crazy amount of money. Stupid amount of money. All right, let's wrap up our lineup here, and then let's all go watch some preseason football. I appreciate you guys tuning in. So we'll be live again, drafting a $3 mini tomorrow night, Saturday night. I believe it's August 12th tomorrow. I've lost track of time. 8 p.m. Eastern time. 8 p.m. Eastern time. That's the new time. Berg says, thumbs up. My thumbs are like so deformed and demented from my playing days. They're like so gross. I don't know what I'm doing with my hands. Name that movie. Name that movie. All right. We go Geno Smith, Aaron Rodgers, Breece Hall, Dalvin Cook, Kendre Miller, Jerome Ford, Gus Edwards, Leonard Fournette, Chase Brown. Definitely not like the running room I would traditionally want to draft, but got to get unique and keep it unique. Unique New York. And I think like we got some decent handcuff value. So if we could stagger our handcuff weeks, we'll be all right. And I mean, Breece Hall and Dalvin Cook could be a double stack. You know how I like me some double stacks. Wide receiver, we go CeeDee Lamb, Garrett Wilson, Jerry Jeudy, Tyler Lockett, Jackson Smith and Jigba. So a really nice double stack there. Romeo Doubs, Marvin Mims, Demario Douglas, Nelson Aguilar. Now I know common sense would say you should have taken Corey Davis, but I'm not there. I'm not there. And then tight end, Kyle Pitts, Dallas Goedert. I like my draft. I like my draft a lot. All right, Al. That was fun. I'm very excited to go watch some preseason football. I'm very excited to do some giveaways. I'm super pumped for Justin Herzig to be here with us on Tuesday, drafting into drafters. Holy shit. Love Stars has spoken. Good draft, fellas. Good draft, Love Stars. Miss you, man. Have you had a poutine yet? Have you put cheese curds and gravy on your potatoes? Because I know you're a Wisconsin guy and I know you like your cheese curds. Have you had a real poutine yet? Snowman089 says, was fun being back at it. It was fun having you back, my friend. I really did miss you. Feel like not drafting with you and Dorsey for a really long time. It's kind of like eating away at my soul. So this is nice. This is good. This is good for the soul. And then Love Stars. It's like such a rewarding Friendship Friday. Ashton one says, doing a $3 mini. Yeah, I'm just gonna go downstairs and take a look at it as well. Yeah. Love Star says, not yet, but I will do it soon. We'll post a pic in the Discord. I miss you, man. I hope you're doing well. I can tell that you've been busy. You're at 111 drafters, 2 million drafts. Jeremy Thill says, good luck, lads. Listen, guys, I appreciate y'all. Enjoy some preseason football. I'll see you guys same time, same place tomorrow for Drafters $3 mini. God bless you. Peace and love. And hopefully we'll get some freaking Dalvin Cook news.